super awesome and special GTR 34s lined up right outside of our shop, and I have this obligation to share this all legends with you. And in today's video, we are just about to focus on one of them because again, in Japan it's getting dark and we don't have a lot of time to focus on all three. But again, time will come. If I get the chance, I'll be able to tell you more about this car and that car, but today we are gonna focus on this one. So before we get into the details of this particular car, let me give a quick shout out for the owners of this beautiful early 1999 Nissan SKYLINE GTR 34 V-spec Midnight Purple II, USA import legal version, and this is super awesome GTR 34. Japonic, this is my great friend Japonic's GTR 34, just recently purchased, and we are about to have the car delivered to him very soon. If we get a chance, we will talk more about that car in the next video. If not, we are not going to do that. Anyways, second big shout out is going to be for Alex. Alex is a great friend. He's got some of the coolest cars in the United States, and he wanted not Midnight Purple 2 but Midnight Purple 3 GTR 34 for himself. And after a couple of months of searching for the right one, as you guys can see, he found the one that looks extraordinarily beautiful. Alex, hey, that's your baby, bro. If we get a chance, and I will make a special YouTube video on that one if I get a chance pretty soon, hopefully, right? Anyways, so guys, again, and today we're gonna focus on this car. This car is one of the super rare and awesome, only 75 ever made pearl white Nissan SKYLINE GTR 34 m-spec NURs. As you guys understand, Nissan manufactured only 1,000 NURs, okay? They are the top-notch GTR 34s that most people can access right now if you have about 250 to 350,000 USD big deep pockets. Okay, so we shipped out another one just recently, about 2 months ago. I made a special movie about that one, and this one is different one, which is kind of 50% sold and 50% available for sale at our shop. And let me tell you the story of that one real quick. Looking at the car real quick, as most of you guys understand, the car comes with a Nismo bumper, side skirts, rear skirts, and it comes with brand new Nismo LMGT4 wheels, which makes the car look sexy, okay? And the story of this car being 50% for sale and 50% sold is that we have just made a contract on the purchase of this car with our great friend John at Trap Team v-spec Imports in Florida, United States. Guys, you won't believe this. This car is also USA import legal on the show and display. A lot of you is going to be like, hey, come on, Dastan, you know, only two cars, right? Midnight Purple 2 and Millennium Jade m-spec NURs. But guys, we have more news for you. Stay tuned. In 2023, once this car is exempted from EPA, this car is going to be registered in the United States under show and display regulations. 100% import legal, and more information on that one will be coming from my good friend John. So again, it's for sale still, 50%. If you are interested, we might be able to work a further deal out with John because we are storing a couple of other NURs for him as well. So he might be willing to sell it as well. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the car, and before it gets too dark, we will take out the car for a quick drive. I told you that Nismo made, again, 1,000 NURs. Out of that, as most of you guys understand, only 250 were m-spec NUR. And m-spec NURs, guys, I mean, they're super special NURs, okay? And of course, out of that 250, 75 of them were pearl white m-spec NUR, okay? And most Kala, manufactured Kala m-spec NUR, which is USA import legal, is Millennium Jade, which Nissan made 144 units, I think, out of 250. Wow, that's more than half, right? Anyways, car looks lovely, guys. Of course, it does not have any issues, and the car is very fresh. Let's open up the door of the car and smell it. Car still smells kind of brand new, which is crazy if you think about it. This car is already 20 years old, right? Maybe almost 20. Okay, let me quickly sit down. As you guys can see that, guys, m-specs come with the leather seats, and most of you guys understand, and this leather seats, I really sit on it, looks perfectly fine. This m-spec NUR, ladies and gents, of course, is accident-free, repair-free, very much stock except for some of the Nismo upgrades the car has got. And as you guys can see that, even the monitor MFD display looks perfectly fine. Again, newer cluster, and the car has got 57,050 kilometers genuine mileage on its cluster, okay, which is great. Now let's fire up the engine. There we go. You see this? Puts a big smile on your face every time you sit. And the car is super stock from its interior. And one of the points of the car being super stock, when I say that, is, again, take a look at the audio system, guys. You still can put a cassette here or probably CD disc here to play. And this car was just like that when it was manufactured in 2002. Okay? Let's pop out the engine compartment, take a quick look at the engine compartment before we take out this bad boy for a test drive. And guys, since I said it's a half available for sale, in the description below of this video, we will be putting a link for this car available for sale on our website. Again, we will only sell it once we have a confirmation of our good friend John. Okay, so let's pop it up. So bonnet is different. This is this m-spec, okay guys, but m-spec of course comes with, just like any other NUR's N1 engine, and engine compartment of the car looks perfectly stock, as you can see that. This one, I mean, very good. Of course, we have to install our cooling panel here, so it's gonna look even better, which is something that we will eventually do, I guess, before the shipment of the car, either to John or somebody else who might buy it up before we ship it to the United States under show and display regulations. Guys, I mean, take a look at it, you know. You tell me, you let me know, which one would be your choice? M-spec NUR, one of the 1,000 ever made NUR Club GTR 34. Only 100, I think 188, right? Only 188 made Midnight Purple III GTR 34, v-spec edition of course, year 2000. Comes with a full Z-Tune aero kit, as you guys can see that. Looks absolutely stunning. Or would you prefer that one over there? And that is, of course, early 1999 Nissan SKYLINE GTR 34 v-spec edition, of course, in Midnight Purple 2 color. Big difference in that color, which both look really sexy. And this one also comes with full Z-Tune aero parts upgrades and stuff, okay? So, if you ask me, it would be super hard choice. And I'll be waiting and looking through the comments, and I would like to count them all if you guys let us know which one would be your choice, you know? Yeah, exciting. Anyways, this being said, before it gets too dark, guys, let me just jump into the GTR 34 m-spec NUR, and let's take this car only out for a quick test drive and see how it performs and how much fun do we have. Guys, just so that you understand, this one comes with a NUR engine, that one has got a super special fine spec engine, comes from Nismo itself installed, and this one comes with a stock engine, okay? Three of them, although being all GTR 34s, has got really different experience of driving in GTR 34. And we get to feel the newer one right now, guys. So we have a dealership plates installed, right? Be good to go from that side. Oh, that's pretty good. Wow, okay. Wow. Feels pretty awesome so far. Powerful enough. Guys, whether believe it or not, this is the first time driving this particular NUR since it arrived to our shop about a month and a half ago, because our boys have been, you know, moving in it and just, wow, pretty good. And putting it on our storage lot and everything else, but this is my first time sitting behind the steering wheel of this particular NUR. But again, as I said, I made a video exactly about 2 to 3 months ago about another pearl white m-spec NUR, and I'm pretty sure you guys get to see that if you want to. In the link below, we will leave a link for that. Let me compare the performance of that one with this one, I guess. But I assume the performance is going to be exactly the same, you know. And it's hot right now, so let's just turn on the aircon. Here we go. Oh, this feels better. Guys, during the noon time to I guess about 6 o'clock evening-ish time. About this time, it's hot in Japan and it's crazy. You don't want to be outside and do stuff, so that's why I was like, hey boys, let me wait. I mean, I just want to do a few things at the shop, I guess, and catch up with everybody else, and then maybe once it cools down a little bit, then let's make a movie. You know, credits to whoever made the aircon. Man, you must be in heaven. Whoever created that air conditioning system must be in heaven, I tell you what. Yeah, anyways. So far so good. I mean, I like the performance of the car. Absolutely no issues. Drives like a N1 engine GTR 34 supposed to drive. Drives like a newer that's supposed to drive, you know. So let's see. Let's take it on the main road and boost it up. 57,050 kilometers exactly. That means about 30,000 miles. Hasn't run much, I guess, but that kind of mileage, as most of you guys understand. Okay. Are we ready? Let's see what this newer is capable of. Wow. That's pretty cool. Not bad at all. Feels pretty smooth, I tell you what. Feels pretty smooth. That's very smooth drive, I tell you what. What do you think? Yeah. As you guys can see that, guys, come on, man. Newer drives just like a newer is supposed to do, okay? I guess it's exactly the feeling the engineers at Nissan had when you test drive the newers in probably 2001 and 2002. We were like, oh, what cool night to show. Like something like that. You know. So it was pretty awesome. Not bad, right? Not bad. If you sit behind the steering wheel of where I sit right now and drive this beast, you feel the power. You know what I mean? Feels pretty awesome. This being said, guys, let's talk about the prices. GTR 34s in terms of the price these days been up and up in value. Right now, anything below 100,000 USD, again, guys, you won't be able to find any proper condition GTR 34. Even the shitty ones are going over 100,000 USD. In the newer club, guys, be it Millennium Jade, v-spec NUR, or m-spec NUR, or any other color these days, anything below 250 is almost impossible. They're pretty much impossible, okay? And they're going up 300. Some of them are 350. And we had just recently seen this 10 kilometer only, almost brand new NUR sold for 60 million yen. That translates into 550,000 USD. I have a couple of clients from different parts of the world, not couple actually, if not in dozen, you know. They've been buying this newers and they want to keep it forever, okay? And trust me, there are more than 1,000 people like that throughout the world who got the money, they want to buy one of those beasts and they want to keep it forever, you know? They want to pass it to their sons and grandchildren and so on and so forth. That's one of the reasons why the price of those beasts have been going up and up and up. Right now, if you want a newer, probably you have to be willing to pay 300,000 USD or more for a clean one. Probably something like this maybe, okay? And we will list this newer up for sale as well on our website. You're more than welcome to check it out under the comments and under the link below. A lot of people say, hey, Lustan, this is already $300,000 right now. It's crazy money. It's definitely not going to go any further than that. And guys, we've been talking about this over and over again every year. The market always prove those kind of people wrong, you know what I mean? Because when those cars were $200,000, people said it was too crazy. And it was 2 years ago, okay? Like a year and a half ago maybe. And 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when those cars were like $120,000, they would be like, that's expensive already. Guys, knowing what I know in this market of selling GTRs and being in this business, what I think is that clean news like this over time, particularly by the time they become USA import legal, it's very easy to see them being retailed as almost $1 million cars. You might sit right now and laugh, be like, oh, you're crazy. You're selling this car, that's why you're trying to, you know, I'm not trying to promote this car. It's already sold again. If somebody wants to buy it, they probably have to buy it from John, which is going to be offered through our shop. But the point that I'm trying to make is that cars are extremely rare, and more people reach out to us looking for the right one, and they are willing to pay for it, you know. This is a part of the heritage that Nissan gave us, or golden age of Japanese sports cars produced. This is the best JDM sports car ever manufactured in the world, and nobody even basically argues with me on that. And when you see Porsche and Ferraris and other European cars going a couple of $1 million easily, classic ones, one is easy to basically understand and realize that over time, this car becoming as a classic, them being retailed at $1 million mark. If you guys are familiar with the Nissan older generation cars, let's talk about in 1970s when Hakusuka started dominating the race and everything else. Hakusuka GTR, Hakusuka Skyline GTR. Those cars right now, you cannot find Hakusuka Skyline GTR. If you can find one, they are $300,000-$500,000 at least, and they are not as popular as this one. This thing still wins any race you might just take her to, you know. Those cars are simply legendary, and a lot of people have emotional attachment to it, and a lot of people want to keep it, have it, you know. And instead of holding on to this, like right now even $300,000 stock, people want to hold on to something like this that they can touch, feel, drive, and enjoy its performance and stuff, you know. So I don't know, I can be wrong, but guys, if you are someone who's watching this video maybe in 2025 or something like that, or 2027, once it is USA import legal, then I guess you understand my point. Guys, this kind of cars clearly is very rare and going up in price, and it's going to be the trend. So if you're in the market one, whether from us or from anywhere else, just grab it. Otherwise, you miss the boat and you won't be able to find one for sale. Right now, I have clients from UK, from Australia reaching out to me and saying, Dostan, can you find me, let's say, clean Millennium J m-spec NUR, or v-spec NUR, or particularly Bayside Blue v-spec NUR. Clean ones, I can't find it. They don't exist for sale anymore. And there is one shop in somewhere, I think in Gunma or something like that in Japan, central Japan, has got one at 49 million yen. That means about $460,000, okay? And I reached out to them, I called up to the dealership and say, hey, I understand you have a very clean v-spec NUR, Bayside Blue. I have a client looking for one. How much would you sell that car? And that car, that basically dealer told me 49 million yen. And I said, wow, that's crazy. That's expensive, like $460,000. That's crazy, I said. And he said, oh, well, maybe it's crazy, but that's the current market price right now, right? And then I said, how come, right? Like, and he said, well, if you think it's expensive, go try to find another one that's cheaper. And that rang a bell to me like this, you know, like bing. I'm like, wow, really? Because there's none other exists. Since the guy only has a v-spec NUR Bayside Blue, that kind of clean one, available for sale in the market, he can decide the market price for that car. It's crazy, you know, because nobody else has got it. No one is selling that, you know. And right now for Bayside Blue v-spec NUR, that clean one is 49 million yen in Japan. If you want to really buy it, you gotta buy it. If not, we have never sold a Nur that is more than, let's say, 40 million yen or $350,000, and people still think it's expensive. But guys, there are other shops, they're just going crazy, you know. Some people have the right cars, you just don't want to sell it because it's too much. It's like invaluable for them. That's how the price of that kind of collectible, absolutely no rust, very clean, no repair done on a car, stock like this cars, whoever has it, you know, the value simply keeps going up and up and up and up, you know. And it's not a bubble. For the bubble to be a bubble, there has to be supply factor all the time. And this particular car, part of a history, part of a heritage that we have from the golden age of the 1990s, it's not gonna come back. No one's gonna make it. And this car, you know, keeps becoming rarer and rarer and rarer over time, and therefore price keeps going up. Simply supply and demand 101. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this short movie about this m-spec Nur. John bought this car, he placed a deposit, so it's for him, but he is also interested in a couple of other cars, so it's gonna be technically his, but still available for sale in a way. In case we want to sell it, we have to consult with him. So guys, thank you, and see you guys in the next videos to come. Cheers and have a fabulous day. Bye.